Warning: viewer discretion advised. The following content is for comedic relief only. As a therapist myself, I am obviously just poking fun at myself and my peers. There is nothing inherently wrong with any of the things I'm about to poke fun at. If you are easily offended, proceed at your own risk. Hi, welcome. Are you familiar with confidentiality? Hi, I'm so glad to meet you. Did you find parking okay? So the way I like to do therapy is very collaborative, very relational, very validating. I like to meet my clients where they are. So why don't you tell me where is it that you are? So to give you a little bit of a background, I use a very evidence-based approach. I use a lot of CBT, DBT, ACT, SFBT, EDMR, EFT, EFCT, TFCBT. Let me see, am I missing something? YMCA? No, just kidding. So let me introduce myself. My name is Katie. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I identify as an intersectional feminist, a vegan, and a dog mom. Yes, it's a Yorkie. He's a real sweetheart. Wow, let's really sit with that for a moment. Are you sitting with it? So how are you feeling today on a scale from 1 to 10? Oh, you're 11. Okay, so first of all, this is a safe space. So tell me about your childhood. I would love to know more about your relationship with your mom and with your dad. Are you familiar with boundaries? Because I think you could really benefit from us talking about this. We have a new member in group today. Jen, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself? Really let us dive deep. This is a safe space, Wow, that must have been really hard for you. Let me just pull up a worksheet really quickly. Can you see my screen? Jen, we haven't heard too much from you today. Is there something you'd like to share, since this is such a safe space? How does it feel to sit with that? So let's reframe that. How would you reframe it? So what are we all doing for self-care today? So it sounds like you're saying that now I want you to grab a grounding object. I'm not really sure that your ex's sweatshirt is the right grounding object for this exercise, but we'll come back to that in a minute. So what I'm hearing you say is, I have a great podcast recommendation that would help you reframe the way you think about this. I hear you. Do you hear me that I hear you? Because I would love to hear that you hear that I hear you. Have you ever heard of Brene Brown? It looks like we're almost out of time, so why don't we all just go ahead and check out in a circle? And when you check out, if you could please also tell me what color you feel right now. And how does that make you feel? So that's all we have time for today, but before we go, what is your homework for next week? Thank you, Jen. That was such a brave observation that you feel like green today. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut you off since we're out of time. Let's dig into that a little bit. Ooh, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I do have a 10 o'clock. Let's sit with that for a moment. Jen? Hi, Jen. Can you stop now? We have to go. Of course, this is your lived experience. It is perfectly valid. Yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna have to continue this next time. I know.